Even just his record so far, he's 4-0. He still hasn't lost. He's very good against both Zerg and Protoss. Right now, 2-0 against Protoss. And I would slightly favor Shine here.
Okay. I would actually just slightly favor him as well.
We're just like together on everything today.
Yeah, I think that he's a really, really good player with his timings. If HerO can play a defensive game here, not let Shine play his game against him, that's what he wants to do here. He definitely wants to just kind of wait him out, play safe, play defensively, not take any risks, not try to hit a timing himself, because Shine is just better at doing that. Let's be honest, it's basically all he does.
Yeah.
And he's very good for that and very well respected for it.
Yeah.
So, you know, whether it's a roach timing, whether it's a speedling all in, something like that, that's probably what you want to expect against Shine.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. HerO has shown some airplay against Zerg. We could possibly see that as well.
Yeah, our map is Frost, the 4-player map. We saw perhaps my favorite game so far this year, PvZ, with Rain on that map.
Yeah,
so,
man, that game was so good.
That was such a good game. Oh my god. There was like nothing bad about that game except the Zealot of Rain, but that just made it more exciting.
Yeah.
Well, players are in the lobby now. They're ready. Let's find out what spawning positions we get. If Shine wins here, it'll be tied up 1-1. If not, HerO will take the early 2-0 for an incredible miracle. Let's jump into the game.
Down here in the bottom right, the Zerg player for Samsung Galaxy Con, of course, in that pink color. This is Shine.
There he is. You have that look on his face just like you described earlier. To the top left, the player from Liquid. It's, of course, HerO, and he's playing for IMs. Don't be mistaken. Don't get those two confused. He's a mercenary player, as they call him. And in Heart of the Swarm, so 1-2 for these two, and HerO has actually beaten Shine twice.
Yeah. Like you said before this match even started, it's really going to come down to, can HerO hold off the aggression of Shine in the early game? And can he just roll off of that, keep it going?
Bringing the baby to Pro League. Getting that baby educated on what's important very early in life.
The baby is cheering for IM.
Yeah. Babies like IM. IM's quite popular with the babies.
Yeah.
With the babes
I've
as
talked to a
well.
lot of babies, actually. They all really favor IM.
Yeah.
So,
looking at the stats. So, well, I mean, it looks like we're going to have a hatch first here versus a Nexus first, in fact. And we're at cross spawns. We could have a little bit of downtime, Brendan.
yeah.
I think I've asked you this once before, but oh, look at that baby. She's still a baby. She didn't grow up in that period of time.
Baby's like, why are you holding my arms up? Like,
but anyways, I think I've asked you this before. I want to see if your opinion's the same. Are you pancakes or a waffles guy? I know it's a tough question.
that's a hard question. I love both so much.
But I mean, like, if there were a pancake on the table and a waffle on the table, and I said, you can only have one, and if you eat both, I will kill you. Which one would you pick?
Whoa. I would probably eat the waffle.
Okay.
I think that's what I'd go for.
Okay, I would as well. I like waffles.
Good.
Good. Do you like chocolate chip waffles more, or just like regular waffles, or do you like waffles with fruits in them?
Chocolate chip waffles and blueberry waffles are good, but just regular old waffles are good as well.
I don't like old waffles though, to be honest.
Old waffles?
Yeah, I don't like regular old waffles, man. I like just regular waffles, to be honest.
I don't like old or cold waffles either.
Oh, cold waffles are the worst, man. Don't eat. If you get frozen waffles, guys, do not eat those. Put them in the toaster first.
Yeah.
I highly recommend that.
Make them warm first.
Don't eat the frozen ones while they're cold.
It doesn't matter how hungry you are. It's probably not healthy either. Like,
yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in this game, we've had a pretty slow start. It's double hatch before pool even versus a gateway follow-up to the Nexus first. He's going to fake a cannon here, which is really scary for Shine because now he has to consider bringing drones over here.
Yeah, starts 8 Zerglings as well. Even a Spine Crawler. He is not taking this seriously.
It's because it's cross spawn. So if you're cross spawns and your opponent actually, does this piloting, you can't be sure if it's Forge First Expand or not because you haven't scouted them yet. This probe actually is going to go down, I think.
Yeah, good micro out of Shine, is able to take down that probe. And now HerO is not going to have much information on the other side of the map for a while.
So let's see what he's got planned here. He's made an additional Overlord and it starts 6 drones. I think if he just walks the Zerglings across the map, he could get some damage done here because there's no wall, and that Zealot is a bit busy working on those plates over there. I think he's done by now. Mothership Core is going to make this a little bit easier to defend, but still, so it's going to trap
surrounded.
Yeah.
And he's going to get it, and he's going to run away. Trades 4 Zerglings for 1 Zealot.
Equal in cost, and the issue, I guess, being the larva here is what you would argue, but he already spent it, and he tried to get some use out of it. It's not the worst trade there.
No, pretty decent. We have a Stargate is about to finish here for HerO, so probably going to see Phoenixes coming up right away. Not a bad idea on this map.
Uh-oh, HerO. Slippery little Stalker. The Lyote's like getting involved. And I think he's actually going to lose this Stalker maybe. He needs to let some shields regen. The Stalker and the Zergling have the same movement speed off creep.
Yeah, he does not want to lose a Stalker and some gas in that Stalker to just plain Zerglings there.
Yeah, just plain Zerglings, similar to plain waffles.
Yeah. Not the flavored Zerglings.
Not Zerglings with speed, just plain.
Yeah.
Thank you. So here's
Did you just place an order for Zerglings? Is that what just happened?
No. But, this build is, kind of,
well, this is awkward.
That's like when you just got, that's like as awkward as when you just got, you found out that your friends didn't invite you to a birthday party. And they're all like going to a party. I thought you guys said you were all studying tonight. Well, the thing is, yeah, we're all studying at Jacob's house with alcohol, but this is that awkward. And those Zealots now are
even more awkward.
They're like as awkward as that excuse.
Yeah.
They're not really going to get anything done here with good micro on the Queen and with all those Zerglings there.
And now they have to walk all the way home.
This is a really weird place for HerO, but at least he has his third base going up, and I like the approach. Now he's got Phoenixes over here for pressure, so it's going to be very difficult for Shine to actually punish the third base, and he's going to be stuck on the defensive for a little while here.
Yeah. I think the map HerO actually did that air build on was this map, if I'm not mistaken. He was bottom left against top right. At the third base,
yeah,
he was,
right.
He waited until he had a couple of Void Rays. I think he had double Stargate as well.
Yeah.
We're going to see.
It was a different story, different build, but like you're right, it did happen like that, and HerO is basically the first person to do Stargate play consistently well in Korea. I really have always appreciated his Phoenix play. He's going to have Colossus tech soon, and he's going to have, I mean, if your robotic support bay is kind of in line with the Hydrosten timing, you're in a pretty good place as a Protoss player when it comes to tech. He needs to be careful and wary of Mutalisk switches out of Shine, but for now, especially knowing Shine's mentality, oftentimes to just go into a full-on attack mode, he's probably feeling pretty good here.
Yeah. Shine now making 9 Hydras here. Looks like he wants to get that Hydra army up here. Again, HerO just continuing to harass these Phoenixes. That one Phoenix almost goes down, actually. Thankfully, he is able to save it. This Overlord is trying to do some scouting, but is he actually going to go down? Yes. Ouch. Not going to see anything in the base.
Other pylon over here for HerO. Just going to be placing them all over the map to spot move-outs, but more so to be prepared to actually, catch units that are, send units that are going to not be caught. He wants to send Zealots from an awkward angle that Shine doesn't predict and then do harassment to keep Shine on the defensive. It looks like Shine planned to use his Hydras defensively to secure his bases, going up to 16 of those. If he tries to walk across the map with Hydra speed, Roach speed, and a bunch of Zerglings, it's going to take so long to cross the map, and Colossi are already on the way. I don't like his chances committing to that. I'd much rather see him try to play a longer game, get some Corruptors out of the Spire he's adding right now.
Yeah, I mean, knowing Shine, he's always going to be aggressive, and it looks like he's moving across just now. But like you said, I don't really have confidence in that push and doing too much damage here as long as a couple Colossi get out. Range is also almost done as well. He's, I think he's just trying to put on some pressure while his fourth base gets up.
Well, 6 Phoenix is still on the map, roaming around. And he's going to try to catch some Overlords over here. Needs to just be careful and avoid the Hydralisk. If you can do that, unlike that hallucinated Phoenix Scout, should be okay.
It's like that's the perfect example of what not to do.
Yes.
Thank you, hallucinated Phoenix.
Thank you for your sacrifice. Oh, he's going to catch actually 2, not 3 Hydralisks. Third one was just a bit too safe. Dark Shrine goes down. With all those pylons, I can't blame him. There are spores at most of the bases, but, you know, might be able to actually kill that fourth base with this. One Phoenix did go down. And I think Brendan just spotted another chair incident.
Yeah, I heard something. Another chair collapses here at Pro League. Or maybe that was actually them just getting more chairs for the more fans that are coming in.
I hope so. Oh, this is going to be a nice catch here on these roaches. Did force some lost mining time. Oh, this is a bigger catch. That's a Nat Pagel catch right there, man. All the Phoenixes.
Every single Phoenix going down for free. That is not good for HerO, not paying attention, paying more attention to these roaches.
That's Artosis luck right there, man. Blink and +2 getting closer to finishing right now as he does get those Colossi out. The Phoenix is not really that useful in the straight-up fight. Obviously, they're still going to be useful. You don't want to lose them. But losing them is not like losing 2 Colossi. It's similar in cost, but different in relevancy because the longer the game goes on, the less useful the Phoenixes are. Unless there's a switch to Mutalisk, which Shine may consider now that he's killed those. And this attack, I'm not quite so sure about this. He's only got 2 Colossi, but still, there's not enough Corruptors here to make this work.
Yeah, just 5 Corruptors here against 3 Colossi. It's just, I don't see it working too well. He's going to take down those rocks first, and look
and
at
here
this.
Here come those
3
DTs.
DTs over here, and no Spore Crawler, no vision. Going to start getting to work. Those drones finally run away.
Yep, and Shine's PC appearing to have some problems. But anyways, this is what I was talking about. The third base doesn't have spores, so you can actually just commit to this. As far as I can tell, okay, there is an Overseer here, so he's got to be careful with these DTs. And he actually allowed those Corruptors to do so much damage to his Colossi, and the Colossi are not really firing on Hydralisk here.
And no force fields here. All of this army is going down here. No more Colossi at all.
And with the Zerlings coming through, this is a big problem. He now blinks on top of the Hydralisk to try to get away. But I really like this engagement for Shine. He's eliminated all of the Colossi. We'll get the Mothership Core as well. And it looks like most of the Stalkers, too.
Yep.
It's just the DT problem at home that's really giving him some ale. But to be honest, I think that was very poorly done by HerO in this engagement.
Yeah, not the best engagement. He does lose his 4th hatch, though. It's not going to be too much of an issue here, though, because like we said, so many of these high-tech units of the Protoss going down here and not much on the ground so far after that. It's going to be a big problem for HerO. He's going to try to do some harass with this Warp Prism in the natural.
Yep, and it looks like there are a few DTs around to catch a rebuilding hatch, and I think he's actually going to get that. This Warp Prism in the main base could do something. Charge is almost done. That Zealot wall has now been defeated. Now he's going to run to the main base. Stalker's probably going to blink to chase. Would expect maybe even warp at a DT for the defense. That hatchery has been canceled, by the way, down to the bottom, the 4th base. And 1 DT here for the defense attempt at the 3rd base. HerO is kind of falling apart here defensively.
Oh my God.
He's going to lose this Nexus.
Yeah, he's going to lose the Nexus. So many Zerglings so fast running across the map. Going to take out the 3rd base here. Zealots, though, at the meanwhile being warped in, and with no 4th base as well for Shine. He's got to handle that as home as well as this.
Yeah, let's see how HerO responds next. I mean, finally the Mutalisk switch has been scouted. He has 13 Stalkers on the map, has 4 DTs, which could be made to 2 Archons. That's one way he could try to defend this, and he knows it's coming. I just don't like his chances because he doesn't have a 3rd base to mine from, and he doesn't have the answer that he needs for the Mutalisk just yet. He needs more time, and Shine's not just going to sit around and give it to him.
No, definitely not. He's got a big Mutalisk force here right now. He has 17 Mutalisk as well, 7 Corruptors as well, in case HerO wants to respond to this with Phoenixes. I don't think he would go into that with just 1 Stargate, but you never know.
Well, he could start it, right? But it's definitely going to be a long way before he gets to enough Phoenixes that are going to be problematic. Well, this is terrible for HerO now. No 4th base. 3rd base being remade right now. He's going to lose so many probes here. Amulis could almost turn around and fight this. That's how many Amulis he has. Could actually, if the Stalkers split up, he's going to fight it. This is too many Stalkers for him, though. He fights the ones that he can, and he just micros the rest of his Amulis back, knowing that they will regen.
Yep. Oh, loses one extra there. He's about to finish +2 on his attack. I wish he would have gone for that while that finished. But in the meanwhile, he does get a bunch of damage as well. He's secured a 4th base, it looks like, as well towards the north there. And he's going to come over here to the 3rd and try to cancel this Nexus.
Yep, he's going to get that.
Yeah, he's going to get the Nexus now, and HerO is just in such a bad spot. The Mutas we see, they're going in at the natural as well, but look at this. 3 DTs focusing down the hatchery. Transfuse goes down. Is he going to get it? Surrounded. No, he's not going to get it.
Not going to get it. That hurts. The Phoenix switch is attempted here. But with those Corruptors you mentioned earlier, if he brings those around, they're going to be able to defend these Mutas quite well. 2 Phoenixes at a time now being produced, and he's just trying to outmicro those Mutas, doing a good job so far. His 3rd base has been restarted again. The Zealot's actually going to kill this base. And if he actually kills this hatch and sends a few more DTs perhaps to kill the 3rd base, this would be awesome for him. It looks like he's just barely going to get that before the Mutas come over here and start cleaning him up. That one Zealot maybe escapes to fight another day. If not, he's going to keep the Mutas at bay a little bit longer.
Yeah, and they're going to have to deal with that guy. 3rd base again, started over here for HerO. It looks close to completing now.
Yeah, he's going to finish that, but I mean, he's just so far behind in every way in this game. The only thing he's not super far behind in is the composition he's trying to build, but losing a Phoenix like this definitely taken him 2 steps backward. And
yep. Some minor micro mistakes here. You got to think about earlier when he had those 5 Phoenixes just go down for free. If he still had those for this Muta switch, it would definitely be a little bit better here.
An Overseer can see a DT, but it cannot kill it.
No, it can't. DT is able to kill 2 of those spines.
It's like one of those old, like, virtuous things that's written on, like, stone tablets. An Overseer can see the DT, but it cannot kill it. I mean, Fleet Beacon is being made. That's a desperation move. He's barely going to be able to hold this 3rd base if he holds it at all. That Stalker is marching the wrong way.
He wants to join the Zerg side. That's what's happening over there.
Yeah. He's like, I want to fight for the winning side. I'm out of here. And this is still a strong Protoss army, but with the Corruptors coming over.
Yeah, he warped in 4th sentries to desperately maybe try to get amazing force field series, but I don't think it's going to be enough. So many Mutas now and a huge ground army here. Not looking good for HerO.
He just ignores the Phoenixes because his Corruptors are going to deal with that. The Zerg army is just way too big. HerO's going to lose this 3rd base, and the Phoenix is the last of them starting to fall here. The rest of the ground army pushes forward. He's got so many reinforcements. 21 Roaches being queued up right now. And he dances the Hydralisk. Shine, man. He will break your heart.
HerO's got to be crushed after this loss. Not a great way to lose. Shine, such an amazing player here.
Corruption on every single one of the Stalkers he can target. And even all these cannons can't hold back the Shine that's coming down here. Look at the rally point on those Roaches. They're all just streaming across the map.
Yeah. I mean, even if he does hold it here, which I don't even think he will, there's just so many reinforcements here and no 3rd base. HerO looks crushed. You see it in the booth.
Yep. He's going to type out in just a few seconds. Just trying to hold on a little bit longer. GG. He is crushed, man. He's had a rough few days here, losing the WCS America, now losing in Pro League. And that's the reason why, you know, I gave that edge to Shine going into this match. He had some really critical mistakes he made. And unfortunately, early on, some of the things that he did got scouted, like the pylons that he was placing on the right side of the map got shut down entirely. And that really hurts, and that hurts you mentally as well. You're like, oh, well, it just seems like everything I'm trying to do is not working like I have planned.
Yeah. You get in the mindset, like you were saying, where you're kind of losing. You start to begin your slump. That's when you're most vulnerable to stuff like this. You start to make mistakes, and it just gets worse and worse. Your mindset is terrible. You're so negative. You lose confidence in yourself, and definitely after this game as well, he's got to not feel very good about himself. Shine, though, right now 5-0 here in Pro League.
Yep.
One of our undefeated guys with a lot of wins.
He has not lost a single map. Looking really scary.
Just another one of these huge Zergs that Samsung GalaxyCon has.
He's just so unpredictable, and his playstyle is solid.